On September 5th, 2000, I took on a role that I didn't sign up for. I was sitting in a local day surgery waiting room, and this is exactly what a doctor said to me. Your husband has stage 4 poorly differentiated squamous cell carcinoma of the left tonsil. He needs a major surgery at a comprehensive cancer center that will probably leave him severely deformed. He'll probably never eat orally again, and he has about a year to live. What? So he repeats it a second time, just like he did the first time, but I now realize that my 43-year-old husband, Mark, who I thought was just getting his left tonsil removed, has stage 4 tonsil cancer? I immediately poured myself into the role of Mark's healthcare advocate. I was determined to get Mark to the top head and neck surgeon in the country. I wanted to give Mark a better chance of a better prognosis than this doctor just gave us. Mark ended up having a 9-hour surgery at Sloan Kettering in New York with the Dr. Jayden Shaw, who split Mark's jaw right down the center, opened it like a book, removed the tumor, put Mark's jaw back together again, and removed 77 lymph nodes from the left side of Mark's neck. And guess what? Mark wasn't deformed. We found out later that Dr. Shaw was the best in the world. But then I immediately had to start fighting with the insurance company to get them to cover this expensive surgery Mark just had out of network. I filed appeal after appeal for a whole year, and they finally realized that this lady was not giving up. They paid for it, but at the same time, Mark's cancer now decided to spread to his bones. And the doctor said, 6 months tops, close your jewelry store. And Mark said no. So they radiated the 2 bone tumors, but they told us this is just a short-term fix. In 2011, it was now 11 years past Mark's original diagnosis. And guess what? Mark's still alive. But now he had over 15 tumors radiated, and he had a lot of quality of life issues from all this radiation. But he still ran the jewelry store basically by himself with my help. I worked 7 hours a day at a law firm so that we'd have health insurance. I would leave there at 2, I'd rush over to help Mark. You see, keeping Mark alive with the best quality of life possible took all my energy. I poured myself into this role for 11 years, putting all of Mark's needs above my own, and I was getting tired. One day, his doctor pulled me aside and said, Marianne, there is no doubt in anybody's mind you're an amazing healthcare advocate for Mark, but you need to do something for yourself. So what did I do? I signed up for a Zumba class. I had taught aerobic dance in the 80s, and I thought, hey, this might be fun, I might be good at it. So I found a class 5 minutes from our house every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 to 7. So those days I'd do my 7 hours at work, I'd go help Mark, I'd come home, I'd put my leggings on. It was winter, so I put sweatpants on top, went to class, took my sweatpants off, and I always stood at the same spot. One Tuesday, they told us that Mark had some new health issues. I'm not going to Zumba. Mark's like, go. So I hurry, I change. I think about everything I need to do. I rush to class. They're just about ready to start. I take off my sweatpants. I run to my spot. My spot's the front row center, because as it turns out, I am good. Everybody tells me so. And, you know, it was for the first time in a long time, I was really starting to feel good about myself. I probably shouldn't have been as cocky as I was, because the instructor turns around, she looks right at me, and she goes, Marianne, did you forget something tonight? And I look down, and I'm not wearing pants. Worrying about Mark, hurrying to get to my spot, you know, where everybody can see me, you know, no leggings, just my short shirt and underpants. When you're on an airplane, they always say, if the oxygen masks come on, put yours on first before you help anybody else. And the reason they say this is because if you run out of oxygen, you can't help anybody else. So I realized that moving forward, to be a better healthcare advocate for Mark in the long run, I needed to start putting my mask, well, in this case, literally my pants first. And guess what? Mark lived another 10 years. Thank you.